Ase ami ekta Nagamanu chokora Di bloko hima taon jonom hola jaga Ama laga pet para ola bole time day Nagamanu kuntu buki kena olai shei Kot kote jai ase sok manu bhai ko kai Mui khan laga maiki khange bishi morom korina sai Sobji bal khabule mon chokate ahibi khilai.
Hello everyone, my name is Vidisenuo Belho and I'll be your host for the evening. Today we have a very special guest here with us. He is none other than Mr. Moko. Please welcome Moko Koza. Moko Koza is an Indian rapper and songwriter from Nagalin. He is considered as one of the first rappers to introduce multilingual and folk fusion rap in Nagalin. He is a two-time winner of Best Hip Hop Rap Nagalin Music Awards. He won the Best Hip Hop Rap Artist at Radio City Freedom Awards 2023 and is a recipient of the TOFMA Excellency Award for his achievements towards music at national platforms. His works has also been featured in the UK-based newspaper The Guardian, and transcripts from his song Tribally Savage have been stored in the UK's museum as part of the Naga history display.
So welcome, Mr. Moko Koza.
Thank you for having me.
My name is Rovi Metha, and I will also be your host for today. So, surprise!
Surprise.
So, let's just get into it.
Let's go.
So, Mr. Moko Koza, what is the scene of hip hop in Nagalin according to you?
I should say, compared to the past few years, it has been growing, and I feel like even right now, many artists, like especially upcoming hip hop artists, we can see lots of the young generations getting into this genre, and I feel like it's growing up, still growing, and then it's never going down, but it's going up again. So yeah, the scene is always growing.
Can you please tell us your journey as a musician in brief?
So basically, just like every other Naga kid, I grew up from a very normal family, and even in my family, music was everywhere. And even my dad, he was a big fan of music, especially country music and old school music. And during my era also, punk music was very popular during my era, and I used to listen to a lot of punk music like Avril, Simple Plan, Good Charlotte, Blink-182 and all. And then there was also an era where hip hop was making waves after that. So I eventually shifted from punk music to my music taste to hip hop, and during that time Eminem, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, their music was everywhere. So this is how I basically just developed the taste for more taste for music, especially for this genre hip hop, and this is how I got into music.
So why did you choose to be a multilingual and folk fusion rapper? Can you please elaborate on that?
Actually, this was a process. Just like every other musician, I was just starting out as a rapper and then trying to find my voice, my style. And then I started out writing in English songs. But I felt like I had to be more connected with the listeners, especially people out here in Nagalin. So I tried to write my songs. I first started out in Tinidie, so I tried out in Tinidie language and also Nagamese. So what I found was I felt like I could connect more with not especially the youth, but the older generation also. So this is one main point also, one main reason also why I chose to not only rap in English, but I feel like we can explore more in music. There's always many things to discover in music. So yeah.
What inspired you to become a rapper?
I should say I always wanted to be a rapper when I was very young kid. It was always on my mind. So, back in the day when I first listened to Eminem, I knew that I always had that feeling that whether I make it or not, go full-time music or not, but I always wanted to rap because it was something I could, just speak my mind freely, and I found it as a medium of like a poetry or like a form of expression where I could express myself. So I felt like, even writing lyrics also, rap is a very raw form of poetry, So I felt like I could express more when I write my own lyrics also. So this is how I was always intrigued about becoming a rapper when I was a kid.
Who would you say was your vital professional mentor?
I should say I never really had someone to teach me how to about music. All I learned was from televisions and all, and from the musicians that I look up to, and then how I got into writing music, especially writing lyrics was I think YouTube also played a very huge role in my life also, because I used to go and at least know the basics of how to write a rap song. So I used to go and Google search how to write a rap song, or how to be a rapper, or all those kind of stuff. But I should say all those musicians that I rappers, musicians that I grew up to, basically their life story were like an inspiration to me. So I used to look up to them, and then maybe just from them also, and they were like my stepdad also, I should say. All those rappers, I looked at my other dad, So yeah.
So it means you have a lot of dads.
Yeah, a lot of daddies.
Okay. So your song Nagamanu has a view of more than 35 lakhs on YouTube and 7 lakhs 43,000 listens on Spotify. And also you have won the Best Hip Hop Rap Artist Award at the Radio City Freedom Award 2023 for your song Nagamanu. So can you take us back on how you came up with this masterpiece?
It's already been 3 years. Yeah, I should say 2 years now since I released that song. But I should say this was one of the most fun song I created also, and also very overwhelmed by the response that song received. So how I started out with that song was initially, I'm a big fan of Methanile. So it has this song called Zoo, that whiskey song. So I always wanted to, write a song about, like that. So that was the initial inspiration for the song Nagamanu. And then, but that time I had it in my mind, but I didn't knew what kind of song should I create with. So it started off with the first initial composition of the song was that mutu part, mutu hasta jabokuntu. So that was actually an inspiration I took the inspiration from Methanile. And then so I wrote that very part, but I didn't knew what kind of song should I write. At one point I was thinking, should I write a song about alcohol? But at that time it didn't make any sense, but I had that particular part in my notepad, saved it in my notepad. So years, 3-4 years forward, I moved on to Dimapur, and then I was just trying to I released a song called Puisa back in the day. So I wanted to
By the way, everyone.
I wanted to recreate one more song where where every of our Naga people, especially our community, can relate to. So I was just thinking about what kind of song should I make so that everyone can relate. So I came up with that chorus, Nagamanu, 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 Nagamanu. So that was the initial idea that came to my mind. And when I was trying to write that song, that particular piece, that mutu part, which I left it in my notepad, connected with what I was trying to write. So I went back to my room, and then I opened up that notepad and found that. And then when I, it was like a trying to fix the puzzles and putting together the pieces. So when I put that in that particular line where I was writing, it reconnected with what I was trying to write. So with all of that, the whole idea came together.
The puzzle just started.
Yeah, connecting. Yeah.
See.
Since you've shared about your inspiration for the song, do you mind sharing about any challenges that you faced while writing this song?
You mean for that particular song?
Yes.
Yeah. So the idea was there, and the theme of the song was created. But one of the biggest struggle, I think it took around a year to make the music, especially just the music.
Okay.
So we were trying to find the right vibe. We had lots of reference music, but we were trying to get idea and make it into something very original. So we were, me and my producer, we spent a lot of months trying to find the right vibe of the music. And then one time we'll go to the studio, we won't find that vibe, we'll work on another song. And the next time we'll come again, and then we'll try to work on the vibe. So it almost took a year to complete the whole song. That was one of the biggest challenge.
Does it usually take that long to create a song?
No, depending on the production. If the production is ready, and sometimes the music is already there, already produced by the producer. So if you like that bit, you just have to write the song. So but sometimes some songs you have to start from scratch. So this kind of songs, it takes time sometimes.
So, as you may know, I think 99% of Naga people, they sing this song. In every colony, in every village, everywhere. Because even in my village, even my grandfather, he's like, Nagamanu. So how does it feel to see the young boys, the young and old, singing your song? And what was the meaning behind the song?
I mean, it's a big accomplishment for me. Never thought, I thought I was creating music just for my age, someone who could relate to me, but not just my age group, not just my peers, but young kids, and then old people, just connecting to your music. That's one of the biggest achievement, I should say.
Would you like to explain any of the lyrics or lines from your famous song, Nagamanu?
I feel like the lyrics are very simple, self-explanatory, but that especially when I wrote that mutu part, it is a humor also.
It speaks facts.
Yeah, it speaks facts also, and with the current situation that is going on. So yeah, I'm really emphasizing on that particular line.
So if you guys want to know more, just go and listen to the song again.
So, Moko, what was the role of your label, Infinity, in writing the song?
So the main role they played was especially the production part in making the music. So most of the all of the songs I write it myself, but when it comes to most productions for my song, they play a huge role.
So through your songs, you represent being a Naga, and the way we look at it, you are proud of being a Naga. So what are the elements of the Naga people which made you extremely proud of?
It's just the normal way how we grew up in a humble Naga family. How we grew up. It's just our the traditions, the culture. Those simple things that we learned from our parents while growing up. I guess that makes us unique also, and proud to be a Naga also. Yeah.
Not only he's a proud Naga, but he's the most humble guy I ever know. So, not that. So yeah.
In this song, Nagamanu, or in most of your songs, you touch on themes like identity and pride. So, how does this cultural roots shape your artistry and the stories you tell through your songs?
as a musician, like I feel like we need to represent something, and that comes from your story, your background, and as an artist you need to keep it real. So it's not like, of course, like I am doing rap music, but I can't relate. I can't rap like the Western culture. The hip hop came from the black culture, so it's like an inspiration that inspired me. But I cannot, I don't live there, so it's not a culture that I can preach here. So I feel like out here, just growing up and as a Naga also, and music is universal, like irrespective of the language. So rapping, just writing songs in our own dialect, rapping in our own dialects and all, and I feel like this is the culture itself. Just making music in in that is from the culture, that is of the culture. But I feel like this is the identity, like that I really wanted to do it in my music also. Yeah.
I think through that aim that you're going, your songs have been transcending boundaries with all. It's going everywhere. It's not only just on the Northeast, but like the entire India, internationally, and all that. Is there any artist you want to collaborate with, dead or alive? Who would you pick?
Any artist.
Any artist.
I can. You mean national, international, or local?
National,
Any.
international,
Overseas.
Okay, let's do this. One national, one international, and one local.
I have even out here in our state we have many talented artists, and I was also privileged to like work with some of my favorite artists. And I've Imliakam,
Yeah.
Mason and Vire, those were on my list from back then. So I was privileged enough to work with them on some of our songs together. And then I still would like to work with. I'm a huge fan of Temsa Clover also, and Polar Lights. So hopefully in the future something can work out.
Next year. So, through your music or as a person, what is your dream?
No, wait, he hasn't said national or international yet.
Oh, yeah. So sorry, guys. So international and national, who would you pick?
National, I have one of my favorite rappers from India, Krishna. His name is Krishna. So that's one of my goal. And then international, I have lots. Eminem, Lil Wayne, you name it, it can go on forever.
Every rapper's dream. So, as I was saying, as an artist, as a rapper, as a person, what is your dream through your music?
Just as a musician, for me, like the learning, the passion never stops. You always keep, just because you achieve something, you're not, you should not be satisfied. It's like, I want to do it better. What can I do it better than the last time that I did? So it's like, it's like a driving force for me, that I want to do it better than last time, and I want to keep on making more music, and my ultimate goal would be, I think, to go global, which is good for me also, and then just not only for me, just representing my people out there in the whole world. So I think that's one of the biggest dream that every musician would love to have, just their music going global, internationally, everywhere. Yeah.
Amazing. So this is from my side of the question, but recently you released a new song, Showtime.
Yeah.
So I want to know a little bit more about this song, the inspiration behind it.
So basically that song, talks about from my perspective as a musician, like what is my day life, like what do I do, what do I breathe. So you can see like as part of being a musician, your job is to go to do the stage when you wake up, and what do you do next? You go to the stage, you perform. So that was one segment, and also many things comes like being a musician also sometimes, especially when we look. I mean, it's a known fact everywhere, but I wanted to focus more the scenario, the topic more out here in Nagalin itself. So we can see like most of our musicians are also sometimes taken very lightly, by some, even managements and all. Sometimes like they don't get what they deserve. So I also wanted to address some of the issues that why like some musicians are taken for granted, and just taken as a form of amusement, just to entertain some people. So those are some of the few facts also I put it in the song.
I noticed that a lot of artists was sharing your song, and then because they were relating to it, a lot of artists, so they were very grateful that you released that song.
I am grateful too.
So tell us a little bit about the colony that you grew up in.
So basically I grew up from Kohima D block. My mom especially, her family, my grandma, they all grew up from D block only. So I have a very fond memory, and very deeply rooted with that place also, because the town area and town area everywhere. And I used to study in one school when I was a kid. It was Shalom School, but I don't think it's no more. But just it's very nostalgic. Even nowadays, if I go there, like if I cross those particular areas where I grew up also, and then when I step into that particular colony,
Does it make you emotional?
Yeah, very, very emotional, very emotional.
Will there ever come a day where you make a song specifically for D block?
I mean, not D block as specific, but I recently released a remix version of the song Kehira.
So yes, when we're on that topic, tell me a little bit about that collaboration that you made in that song.
Yeah, so it was a fun project also, and then that song, that AI, I think it was AI generated song. That song went viral.
It was everywhere.
And it was very catchy also, I should say. And like we all know that with this kind of music taking over also, now we're living in that. Yeah, it's concerning also. Now we're living in that era where like 4 or 5 years back we were talking about, or like 10 years back we were talking about like AI taking over. So I think we're getting a taste of it. So what I felt like, especially my main motive for writing that song was also of course I enjoyed the song also, but at the same time I felt like just wanted to prove to the listeners also, because I wanted something human in that song. Because of course the song was very catchy and all, but we can tell that some pronunciation was not up to point.
Yeah,
and all.
Angami myself, I'm like,
Yeah. So like I wanted like the music was also very catchy. And one time I was listening, and then I felt like, I think I should make a remix out of it. And with, like I was saying, with the AI going everywhere, like trending, I felt like I should I just wanted to like put something human, like a real emotion in a computer generated song which has no emotions at all. So that was the main motive of the song, and I think the response was very good.
it was because
The response was
we were not expecting a collaboration like that.
Yeah,
So,
and he was also very the creator of the song, Mr. AI.
Mr. AI.
Mimics or something. Yeah.
Yes.
He was also very gracious to I got in touch with him and he was very gracious.
I'm sure he
also.
wasn't expecting that as well. I'm sure he was like.
Yeah, he was also
super
kind of surprised when I
Yeah.
connected with him, but he was also very gracious to send me the instrumental, all the instruments, all the stems for the track, and then yeah, it was a fun project.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be everywhere soon. I'm sure the song is everywhere as of now, even
Hope
in
so,
my college.
hope so.
So it's gonna blow up. That we know. Can we expect more collaborations with AI music with your rap or?
I mean, I don't think I'll do more AI songs because that's just I just wanted to prove something. Maybe some people might get it, might not get it, but this is my way of proving something that we musicians are still here. AI is not gonna take us over, something like that.
Yeah. They can't be the original, so. So, the rap scene in Nagaland. What do you think would increase or like help in growing it out? Because like I feel like it's there, the rap scene is there, but it's not making it out. So do you have any thoughts on that?
For me, very personally, I feel like we should get inspired, but we should stop acting like those rappers, because from what I can see is like there are very good rappers that are coming up also, but most of the rappers that are coming up, I can see like they're just doing it just for the sake of like what's trending, what's trending right now. So they're trying to sound like them also, and then when you like hear like listen to their lyrics also, they're talking about like syrup, codeine, Zennies and all. But that is something we don't do and we can't relate also. They just want to. No, it's just the trend they're following. But I feel like it's not wrong to be inspired, of course. But if you can get that inspiration and turn it into something that's you coming out from you, I feel like we can go a long way.
So, what's your take on the music industry of Nagaland?
I should say, like, compared to many years back, we have improved a lot, and then even musicians especially are becoming very professional also, and very established with what they're doing, how they approach people also, and how they like take on their music, or like with everything. And even organizations, like especially industry people, like stakeholder people in the music industry here in Nagalin, they're also like understanding the real motive of music out here, the music business. And I should say like it's very much better compared to like the past few years.
So, a lot of people may not know, but you are the director of Table Tree. So, the team Table Tree, it organizes the Nagalin Hip Hop Music Festival every year, right? So, what is the purpose of organizing that event with your team?
So, the whole motive, like the sole motive, is to promote the hip hop culture in Nagalin. And every year, what we like do this annual event, Nagalin Hip Hop Music Festival, and making sure that we have lots of genres. Like we have classical concert, we have rock concert that happens here annually here in Nagalin also. So hip hop culture is also one way of celebrating the culture, the hip hop culture here in Nagalin. And the main motive is to promote the culture, promote the community, and branch out and go big. Yeah.
So in that event, do you bring artists from our own locality, or do you call people from outside to come and perform?
So started out with only the local artists, but like I was saying, like branching out, promoting the culture, like hip hop in Nagalin. Not only in Nagalin, but also we're trying to reach out to more people, more regions. So last year we were grateful enough to bring Khezhie bloods from Shillong
Yes.
to the event. So this is how the culture was exchanged between Nagas and the Khezhies and all. So it's all about connecting, branching out and all. Yeah. So even this year we're planning to go big also, better than last year also. Last year was a success, but we're planning to do it much better also. And it's happening very soon, Nagalin Hip Hop Music Festival. So watch out for that.
So being an artist, do you think people can make it a career in Nagalin?
I mean, look at me. I took a huge risk and then I'm still here. So I'm still surviving. So if you put your mind and soul into it, I think you can do it.
Yeah, so on that note, on one of your songs, you mentioned that you were about to be a doctor, but you went out to be a rapper. So like, can you explain a little bit on how was your reaction with your family, your entire life?
So yeah, there was a point in my life where I had to choose. So my mind was telling me to follow the system, but my heart was telling me to just follow your passion. So I had to choose. So I guess I followed my heart. And then my family has always been supportive of irrespective of my decision. So,
Every Naga's dream,
so like wasn't really hard for me to deal with my family, but they said was like you know what you're doing, so make sure it's not a wrong decision. So I think that's the best advice I can ever receive.
Yeah, we would have never gotten Nagamanu or Ajikali. Instead, we would have been to some maybe Okeng Hospital, Dr. Moko Koza. But yeah. So when you first started your career as a musician, I'm sure you got a lot of hate and all that. So how were you able to get through it?
Yeah, that just like everybody else, like I was also very. I always wanted like to hear good things about my music. I didn't want to hear the bad part, because I think that mindset made me really, kind of like anxiety, gave me a lot of anxiety. Not really depression, but kind of anxiety also. Like whenever I see bad comments, I used to delete them, delete them also, or like I don't like reading bad comments back in the days. So I only expect good. Like I want to hear like, oh, I love your song. I love your lyrics and all. But what I learned from that was, not everyone is gonna like your music. Some people might like your music, but some people they will have a constructive feedback, criticism. But some people are just gonna hate you, no matter like they know you or they don't. They'll just hate you. Yeah. So that is something I learned to accept, and once I accepted the fact that there are two sides of every story, or like two sides, positive and negative. So once I learned to accept that, I've now it doesn't really affect me much. In fact, I look for constructive feedbacks from people. Like when they say something, I tend to focus more on that constructive criticisms.
So, any rappers in Nagaland that's do I say this that interests you?
So right now I'm very much excited about Savizo. Is coming up, and then the passion, the zeal I see in him, and with the pace that is going up into, I'm very much excited about like his future. Like I think it's gonna blow up.
So this is from the fans, okay? This is not me, this is not us. This is from the most asked question. Does Moko Koza have a girlfriend?
That is a very common question. I'll just explain it in a very philosophical way. I feel like right now I should focus more on music. So music is my girlfriend.
Hi, I'm music. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next session, which is we have some few clips from your fans, like little ones, and then they will be asking you some questions as well. So you can take your time and answer them one by one. I think I have to click on.
So when I talk about the music industry, or especially the hip-hop industry in Nagaland or even Northeast, the name that stands to the top and the name that comes to my mind immediately has to be Moko Koza. And honestly, Moko Koza has been one of the most inspiring artists that I've come across. And I'm sure it's the same with many more people. And the most unique thing about his career, his music, was that he doesn't just rap, but he represents. And also his song, his track, Boy from the Hill, and especially Nagamanu, carries a lot of pride and representation, and also like stories that needs to be recognized more by people or other countries too. And the way his songs has impacted so many tribes was the most beautiful thing that I've ever come across. Because being someone from an Auk community, sometimes I go to my place, my hometown, my village, and there's kids in the corner and even teenagers or adults that doesn't know a single word of Tinidia, but they would still recite all the lyrics from his song One Day. So yeah, that was like one of the most beautiful thing that I have observed. And also another unique thing about him is that like his intellect, way of writing each words, his lyrics, and the maturity of his story when he raps is what makes him like very unique. And so yeah, keep doing what you do. Prayers to you, your family, and your whole team. And also a big shout out to Rilo.
Did it make you emotional?
Thank you. That was very nice of you. And I felt like he explained it in a very nice way. I could how he could relate to my music. So that was the whole point of me making my music. So thank you once again.
Hi Moko, my name is Ketuolhounuo and I am a big fan of yours. I absolutely love your music and I have been listening to your song Happy Today, especially when I am sad. That song makes me happy and I love the Nagamanu song. It's so good. The way you tell a story through your song is amazing. And yeah, one thing I want to ask you is, how did you come up with ideas for the Nagamanu song? What inspires you to write it?
That was good. Thank you, Kevi. So how I came up with the song Nagamanu is many things involved, but I'll just keep it short. The main inspiration was from one of my inspiration also, Methanile, and then the song Nagamanu. It was also more like a sequel to my song Puisa, and this is how I got the idea. I wanted to create something for our Naga people, a song that can bring all the Nagas, all our people together. So that was the whole point, the whole idea of the song, and this is how the song Nagamanu came into being.
He nails that part. How was that? He has the spirit.
Yes, this yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, on to the next one.
Nagamanu, Nagamanu. What? Kikwa. Dega. Kikwa. Dega. Ami Nagamanu asede. Asede. Yay.
I mean, the chorus, it was, I don't know how it became catchy like that. That was not my whole intention of the song. I was just trying to repeat something, but it became more like just saying "day ase day" and this and all. But I think it turned out great. Yeah.
It's one of the trendiest thing. We're getting shy. I think someone took his toy.
Hi Moko. This story happened when I was an intern in Delhi, and one of my seniors used to tease me, saying like he's seen videos about Nagaland and he's seen how we eat snakes, how we eat people, and I knew that wasn't true, but I felt so insecure that I stopped talking about Nagaland to other people as well. Then Naga Manu happened, and then for the first time I felt so proud and so cool to be a Naga. So thank you for inspiring me and so many others. My question to you is, what was the most memorable moment or struggle that you faced while shooting a music video in public?
Actually, that's a very good question. It's never really easy shooting music video in a public area, because even my first time that I ever shot a music video was in the town itself, where it was the peak hour, the very rush hour.
Was it
and
H1?
No, just before the hill.
Yeah.
So that was my first time shooting an official music video. And the first scene was right in the middle of the town at Rasa Point, and that was I was saying the rush hour, lots of traffic jams, and then schools and colleges. They were, coming. So all the people, I was just standing in the middle of the road, and all the people just staring at me. It was, I don't know, I felt nervous also, but in the back of my mind, I felt like, I had to do it, just put up a,
Still face.
Yeah, stiff face, and just focus on the camera and just forget about other people. It was, you don't know the emotions that were going inside. So from that, then on, I became, a bit comfortable with, shooting in public. But even till now, I still, feel a little bit of, nervousness going around here and there whenever I shoot music video. But but it's all part of the job, so you have to accept it.
Hi Moko Koza, my name is Ketuolhounuo and I am your biggest fan. I enjoy listening your songs. I like all your songs, but Nagamanu and Showtime is my favorite. One of my best moments was the day I got your autograph and pictures. And one last thing I want to ask you is, how do you get ideas to make the lyrics and tunes?
Thank you, Ketuolhounuo, for the lovely message. So how I write my songs is, it is very random for me. I don't just sit down on the table and think about what I have to write. Ideas and inspirations comes to me when I'm in a public area, or whenever I am on my bike, just going for a ride. That is a time when I get lots of ideas. Even the simplest lyrics or the tune of the melody for the song. So this is how I get the initial idea to write my songs.
Okay, so this will be the final questions for today's video. These are the questions from the fans. So are you ready to get it? So how would you describe your sound to someone who's never heard your music before?
Mine is a folk fusion rap sound. Yeah, folk fusion. I think I would put it that way. Yeah.
You rap in both English and local dialects. How important is it for you to keep that balance?
It's not very tough also to balance the both the languages, but I think it's very important to know the market also, like what is going on, like what is going on in the market right now, what is hot in the market right now. So right now I'm focusing more on Nagamese, but eventually I will have to shift to English again because I need to get to a different market, breaking into a different market also. So if you know the market, I think you'll know how to well balance it. Yeah.
Many of your tracks have strong social messages. What issues are closest to your heart as an adult? And how do you see rap as a tool for youth expression in Nagalin?
I feel like the biggest one I should say is the hypocrisy in Nagalin. Like we all know what are the hypocrisies. We preach, but we don't really put it into take into actions. So those are the biggest highlights that I like to put it in my song, and using it as a tool. I feel like music is one of those platforms also, like one of the biggest platform also to get yourself heard to the people, like get it out there, let your voice be out there. Like we have many platforms like to address different kinds of issues, but for me I feel like music is the platform, is a tool for me to voice myself out, and not only my voice but the voice for the people. We all have a common voice, the common people have a common voice, so I feel like music for me is a tool to
Well said, well said. So these questions were from Gennaro, or it's Gennaro. So yeah, that's a question from one of your fans.
I have two very interesting questions from Mengunizo. The first is, should we be proud to be a Naga or be ashamed of being a Naga? Since he mentioned both about the good side of our Nagas and also a lot about the bad side of the Nagas.
I mean, we should always be proud of who we are. And the song Nagamanu, it was, of course, there was both sides. I mentioned it, but at the end of the song also, and at the end of the day also, I was proud to be a Naga. That was the main message in the song. So you should never be ashamed of who you are, because if you should accept the person you are. So never be ashamed of being called. Never be ashamed of being called a Naga.
Okay. The next question is, Moko Koza Mudukai. Beer, MC, BP, Aussie Blue. Since you mentioned all these like a professional consumer.
I had very good friends. We're social people, so we like to socialize. So you have to know about the world also.
So before we end this discussion, I would like to thank our sponsor, the Mirage, for this wonderful space. Super cozy, super amazing ambience, and also thank you MST Albert Angami and Co for sponsoring the gifts. So Mr. Moko Koza, please give us a final message.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you to Nagalin Tribune for having me. Thank you to beautiful hosts for hosting me. And thank you to everyone, for all your support and love. And, make sure you do keep updated with my, music, because new music is coming out very soon again. And, one love, one peace. Thank you.
Nagamanu.